oh, 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 oh. What is good, chat? Oh my gosh. Chat, look at my dog. That's my dog right there. I'm gonna pet it with my finger. What is good, chat? It's another day, another mountain to climb. You already know we're playing Peak again, and this time I hope we get the Mesa biome. I freaking love the Mesa biome, but we didn't get it last time. If you guys don't remember, last time we talked about life, and I got to the very end with no chains, no grappling hook, no nothing, so I could. The map last time was impossible. I don't care if somebody spad run it. The only way they actually speed runned. What's the past tense of speed run, chat? If anybody was able to speed run that, if anyone was able to speed run that shit, that's just cap, bro. They used the motherfucking cannon method, and I used the cannon method last time. That's the only way I could beat it, because I made it all the way up to the kiln, and there was no other way for me to win unless I cheat. Whoa. Now that would really split the pain in half. What the hell? This is a crazy spawn today. Oh, we're getting lucky with some stuff already off rip. That's nice. It's nice to have. I do want to get the mod that. What does it do? Like, what it does is it shows how many people have died in this run. I would really like that mod. But yeah, today, chat. Today was a good day for me. You know. Still dealing with my breakup, but I'm doing a little better than I was a few days prior. But you know, it takes a while to get over these things, and you know, your boy's not no playboy or anything, so he never. I don't have that much experience with dating women. I think this is my second relationship, my real relationship. You know, and the first one didn't end. It ended horribly. I'm not gonna lie, but this one just ended like it ended the best way it could, I think. But enough of that. Enough of me talking about my relationship. I do want to like this. This is about, you know, my life. Like this whole stream is about documenting my life. But oh my gosh, dude, what the hell? Why is the first one so freaking complicated off rip? Off rip, this shit complicated. But yeah, enough of my like heartbreaking shit, you know. I mean, I'm still going through the process and all of it, but at the same time, okay. I will talk about it a little bit more. So today, well, technically yesterday, I dropped off a package with all the stuff she left at my house and all the stuff she gave me for our anniversary, for our monthsaries and all that shit. And I left a little note, and I hope she read it. I don't know. She might be so mad with me. She might just like fucking throw it off a cliff or some shit. But my heart hopes she reads it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I didn't want to make it seem like I was trying to get her back or anything. It was really just me coming to terms with everything and saying, you know what, we're really not meant for each other, but I still do respect you, and I still am rooting for you in life. And yeah, I just hope, you know, she doesn't see it as anything like manipulative or anything. I just don't want that stuff to come up again. I just want to end it um, on the final good terms. You know what I mean? But yeah. Other than that, chat, your boy's been. I picked out today. I had some Jack in the Box. Hikey. This is the first time Jack in the Box has disappointed me. Never get their chicken sandwiches, chat. If you're gonna get a chicken sandwich, get it from somewhere else, not Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box doesn't know how to make a good fucking chicken sandwich. I'm not a Chick-fil-A fan, but goddamn, they definitely do a better chicken sandwich than that shit I ate. But you know what? The thing is, bro, I deserve that shit. It's been a while since I was able to like. I mean, I've been treating myself. It's not been like too long, right? But it's been a while since I've had like fast food just for myself. You know, usually it would always be with her, but now it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, your boy gonna treat himself by himself, like real shit. And you know, it also marks like the last day of summer for me. I just wanted to enjoy it. I really did nothing today, and I'm happy that I did nothing. I did absolutely fuck all, chat. I did nothing today. All I did was eat, sleep, repeat for the past 12 hours. I walked my dog in the middle of it, went for a little quick 45-minute walk, because it's hot in Texas, you know. But you know, that's just how it been. That's just how it be. Went for a good walk. Went back home, finished some One Piece. I haven't caught up with that shit. I'm so glad I haven't been watching One Piece so I could watch all that shit like continuously. Chat, that's the only way to watch One Piece, is to get tired of One Piece and come back when you're not tired of it again. Because after one day of binging One Piece, I'm fucking tired of that shit again, bro. Because that shit's way too long. It has too much fucking recap. The pacing is horrible. Like, I love One Piece. Don't get me fucking wrong. But Jesus Christ, I'm so tired of that goddamn pacing. If you, like, I'm sure any anime fan out there who's at least put One Piece on their radar has seen, like, some of those TikToks, like me getting a water if it was paced like One Piece. And that's exactly how One Piece is paced. Like, they're not fucking exaggerating, dude. That's genuinely how that fucking show is paced, and it pisses me off because like it's such a great show, but instead of pacing it nicely, they fucking they make it unfucking bearable. I have to watch this dude stand up for like 5 hours. I kid you not, chat. There's a scene where, this is not a spoiler if you don't know any of these characters. There's a scene where Bartholomew Kuma is going to Bonnie, and he's just walking. Guess how long it took for him to reach Bonnie? Did you guess 1 minute? Wrong. Did you guess 2? Wrong. 5 fucking minutes. It took him 5 fucking minutes, and it had like 5 flashbacks in the middle of it. Mind you, these are flashbacks we've already watched. I swear to God, these motherfuckers have reused the same flashback sequence 5 times at this point. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great flashback sequence. Kuma's backstory is one of the best parts of One Piece. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I love Kuma's backstory. But show that shit to me 5 fucking times, I'm gonna get tired of it. I don't care how sad it is. I don't fucking care how sad. There's probably nobody in chat, right? There's probably nobody in chat. But if you're in chat and you watch One Piece and you care about the spoilers, I don't give a fuck that his wife died anymore. I just don't give a fuck. I'm so tired of seeing this man's wife die 5 times and him crying about it 5 different fucking times. Like, don't get me wrong. I cared the first 2 times you showed me. That shit was heartbreaking. I was like, damn, that shit really happened to the boy. But God, I don't need to see more than like 2 flashbacks. And they just kept going. I got tired of it, bro. Like, nothing against like Oda or nothing against Oda, but everything against the fucking animation team and the directors of One Piece, the show, because they are just fucking me over with this pacing, bro. It's just so annoying every single time. My backpack's real heavy. Okay. I hope I can get this one done real fast, bro. I wanna go. I wanna see if it's a mesa or not. I really hope it's a mesa. Chat, here's the tech with this map, right? It's just go all the way down. There's no point in trying to reach to shortcut it, because the game's gonna fuck you anyway. I can't wait to like beat this game like straight up. Oh my gosh. Like straight up beat the game and say that I beat it. No exploits, no anything. Like I just want to beat this game for real. It's my only goal today, is just beat this game. I should have started this a while ago, not at fucking 1 a.m. But here we are. Once I beat this game, I genuinely will not care about any of the updates or whatever. As much as I have fallen in love with this game, like once I beat it, I'm done. Like we can move on to the next game. Speaking of games, oh shit, it has a cross on the top though. I thought the ones with the cross on the top means that they're good to eat, but I guess we'll find out. Crawling up that shit. The fog rises. The Hog Rider. I don't care. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. That could have ended horribly. Need to regain some stam. Why am I just like continuously losing stamina? That really does seem like the only way I can get through it, but it's so risque. Unless I run it. Yeah, I think I ran it. Oh, dude, I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad, dude. There was nothing there for me. Okay, we might have found a good spot. Yeah, we have. This leads up somehow, some way. Somewhere over. I'm not gonna continue that because YouTube might copyright strike me for singing that song. Dude, that one doesn't even have any spikes on it. I mean, I see that there's spikes eventually, but look at that. That's like clean. No ticks on me? Good. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Nothing in here besides this shroom that I can use. But I don't want to use it yet. I think I can make it. Of course it starts fucking raining. Still made it though. No complaints here. These have spots. I forget this one. Is it like if they don't have weird shit at the bottom? I think that's good, but I guess we'll find out. Go up there. Yep, called it. Dude, there's like no way. Second. Kinda make it up there. Every time I start climbing, dude. Every time. So I'm thinking I can climb up, get to that branch, and see where that leads me. It looks like it goes pretty high. Whew. Man. Yeah, chat, after all of that life talk, I think I'm gonna stop talking about my life and just start living it, you know? Like in peak, I mean, just start walking. Oh my gosh, imagine if that just didn't. Okay, that looks like it doesn't go anywhere, but you gotta take a risk sometimes. No, that really looks like it doesn't go anywhere. Looks like it's got something over there though, which I'll take. It's a good spot to just chill. Try and wrap my head around this corner. Stop spot, maybe. Apparently not. gosh. Ow, ow. Okay, I don't think there's a way anymore. Damn. Went all the way here for nothing, I guess. I guess I can kind of free fall it once I get there. This will break my fall a bit. Yeah, okay, cool. Didn't think that was gonna work out the way it did, but it worked out. Ooh, balloon. I'll put that in here. Shouldn't add, right? I shouldn't add anything to it. Oh, we're almost at the top, the peak. Almost at the peak. Now they have spots. Dang it. It's a good time to check if anybody's in chat. Nope. As usual. Nobody. God, I'm lonely. Well, that's the thing about streaming. I can just keep talking to nobody and it won't make me seem too crazy. Cause at least there'll be a VOD. You ever just feel surrounded by people and still feel lonely? Like you have all the friends in the world, all the support in the world, and at the end of the day you still feel lonely. They say that's where, you know, that's the whole of where God will appear, or that's the space God will fill. But I already have God. Well, I don't know if I have him. I believe in him, you know, but for him to be my comfort, I must learn to abide in him. And that, my friend, is due process. Process I'm still working on. Hello? I'm on grass. I would like not to die. RN? Okay, I guess I can climb this tree. I guess that's my only way, really. So if I climb the tree. This makes it a little easier. See, now I can go over there. Not the best method, but it's a method. I'd like to rest first, of course. If we can't make it to the top, which I doubt, because I know we're definitely gonna make it to the top. Even with this low ass stamina. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I guess we're not gonna be able to make it to the top, so. Waste of a shelf fungus, but The game is not on my side half the time. Please be Mesa, please be Mesa. If it's not, I can make it, but you know, I would like a different challenge. Can't see it yet. Oh man, Alpine again. Whack. Didn't even get any good food either. Oh man. Okay, it's straight up. Just cool, I guess. If I just stay on this route. If I just stay on this route, we'll be good. If I just stay on this route, we'll be good. Okay, that didn't kill me, thank God. Okay, that looks very straightforward. I hope it is. That looks extremely straightforward. I pray to God it is. Dude, that looks very straightforward, dude. I called it. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, there you go. Again, still looks extremely straightforward. As we're getting closer though, dude, it just happened. There was just a snowstorm. Can you chill? What the fuck? That's 2 in a row, dude. That was like 5-second differential. Chat, was that just me or was that shit just like a 5-second differential for real? That's why I hate this biome. Like the heat is so much better to like combat. There's like scorpions and shit, but I'm not so opposed to that. Still looks pretty straightforward. Boom, boom, boom. I can go boom, 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 boom. Okay, please don't. No damage. Cool. I'll take this remedy shroom. Okay, okay. Here we go again. I'm gonna put on a YouTube video since I'm alone.
The competition in the indie space is growing, and strategies are constantly evolving. Yet despite this, Landfall Landfall Games has continued to dominate the indie scene of games and has proved themselves as one of the most successful indie studios ever. And the reasoning behind their crazy track record is not luck at all. And it's not even necessarily that their games are always the best. The fact is, there's plenty of good games that are getting released that don't get near the same level of success that Landfall Games do. Yes, Landfall's games are amazing, but they also have a ton of other strategies that they use in order to make sure that every single game gets the recognition it deserves. Let's break it down.
I don't want to overthink this.
Once a studio releases their first big successful game, it's very easy to want to chase something way bigger for the next project. I mean, in practice, it makes sense. You have the budget and resources now. Look at games like Hollow Knight, for example. That was Team Cherry's first major hit. Even though Hollow Knight was made in around 4 years on a limited budget, its sequel, Silksong, still hasn't come out yet because they're trying to do something far more ambitious. They have more resources and expectations, but also a player base that's expecting something so much more impressive as well. That kind of pressure naturally leads developers to larger ideas and a much larger scope game. I mean, we have seen this kind of pressure literally make game developers have to take a break or stop game development altogether because the longer they spend in development, the higher the expectations by their fans are.
It's at the point where I'm actually getting like death threats in my inbox because I'm not posting Carlson devlogs, and it's kind of weird. All that pressure is making it very hard to work on Carlson the way that I want to.
For a legendary IP like Hollow Knight, this isn't near as much of a problem, especially since they're making a sequel and not a whole new IP altogether. People will wait for years because they already love the game and the studio, and they trust the developers to put out something amazing.
Shout out to It's Rascal for the background noise.
This is the story for a lot of developers. Success can actually set you up for failure if you go too big too fast. When we look at Landfall, we see a much different approach. Every year since 2021, yes, that was almost 5 years ago, they've released at least one game, and sometimes more than that. Their projects have still gotten bigger and more ambitious, but this is mostly just because the team has grown a bit in size and they're way more experienced. This has allowed a much more natural growth and complexity without any crazy scope creep. What's really interesting is if we look even closer at their release dates, you will very quickly notice a pattern. We have Haste, released on April 1st, 2025. Content Warning was released in 2024 on April 1st. Nightfall was released in 2022 on April 1st, and Tabs and Rounds both officially launched on April 1st, 2021. Wait, what about 2023? Alright, looks like we have Landfall Archives released on, what the? March 31st? Well, looks like this video's ruined. Thanks, Landfall Archives. You couldn't have waited one day. Anywho, you get the point. Every year they release a brand new game on April 1st, which they've effectively branded as Landfall Day. April 1st fits their wacky, sort of physics-based identity and gives them a non-negotiable release date. That gives them hard
Okay, I don't even know where I'm going anymore,
if
bro.
something won't be ready in time, it gets cut. It might get added later in an update, but shipping that one game every single year isn't just a promise to you guys as players, but also them as developers. And what makes this more interesting is this isn't just a good practice for them, this is actually a marketing strategy. Put yourself in the shoes of a YouTuber who likes to cover games as soon as they come out. Landfall has essentially told you that they are going to have a game on this day every single year for you to expect. This means that you can already have this date marked down in your calendar for your content plan. Same goes for any gaming news website. They know they're going to be expecting to write a Landfall article that day. This heavily boosts their day one sales due to how much extra exposure they're getting just by releasing on this day. It's going to be an amazing signal to Steam to push your game out as organically as possible, and when Steam decides to push your game out organically because it's making them a lot of money, you're about to make a lot of money. I mean, sales are going to be through the roof. Now, one big concern about releasing a game on April 1st is the amount of competition happening that day. It's kind of a tradition for a lot of games to add a bunch of like wacky features and things that are only going to be around on April 1st. That means there's a lot more competition for headlines. That's a big issue, right? Wrong. The increased amount of gaming news happening on April 1st is going to bring more people on YouTube, more people to gaming news sites, and what do you think is going to get the biggest spotlight? A gag update that doesn't add any real meaningful content to the game, or a whole freaking game by a reputable studio? This all leads to a perfect release date and marketing strategy for the studio without spending a single extra dollar. Marketing obviously gets a lot of eyes on your product, but when you're dealing with a lot of multiplayer first games that require you to have people to play with, how do you make sure that people can actually convince their friends to buy the game? That's where strategy number 2 comes in. They release their game for completely free or heavily discounted on day 1, and and then set it back to normal price shortly after. Let's look at the launch pricing for a lot of Landfall's newest games. We have Peak launching at 38% off, being only $5 instead of $8. Content Warning was completely free if you bought it during the first 24 hours of the game's launch. Landfall Archives launched completely free and is still completely free to this day. And Nightfall released for free for the first 24 hours and then went to $6 after that. By establishing a large day one audience for all of their games, they make sure people will be playing and talking about their game as soon as it comes out. The bigger the launch crowd, the more noise the game's going to make online, and the more likely it's just going to continue to snowball and bring more people into the game community. Now, at first, this could be seen as a little dumb. When you're releasing one game on the same day every single year, and it's probably going to be free, a ton of people, possibly even millions, are just going to claim the game in that first 24-hour window, and you're not going to make any money on any of those copies. But they aren't playing for a day one release. They're banking on your friend that doesn't know Landfall as much, missed the sale, or just forgot to claim it on Steam while it was still free. They want to reward their hardcore fans and sort of use them as free marketing for people that don't know their studio as well. Peer pressure.
Oh my
once again, am I right?
gosh,
No, I'm
dude.
serious. When you and your friends are deciding what game to play, and
Dude,
you're
I
the
can't
only
even.
one in your friend group that doesn't have this game, it
Oh,
kind
okay, I
of
have
forces
to
your
go
hand.
there.
You either buy the
Alright.
game so you can play with your friends, or you sit out while everyone else is having fun without you. And almost every single time, people would rather just buy the game, especially since Landfall prices their multiplayer games relatively cheap. Yes, they care about making a profit from these games, but they're playing a much more long-term strategy. Even if they didn't make quite as much as they could have from one of their cheaper games like Content Warning, since it came out for free and literally millions of people claimed it while it was still free, it got more people interested in Landfall as a whole. And that interest could have translated to sales on a lot of their existing games or future games that they're getting ready to release. Haste came out at $20, which is a pretty solid price tag, especially for Landfall. But because of the momentum they built up with free releases like Content Warning and Nightfall, a bunch of players were already a part of this Landfall ecosystem and were way more likely to buy it.
Dude,
That
where
means
am I
any
supposed to
additional
go
sales
now?
they generate from those free periods of their games turn into a much larger profit.
Please
in
have
the long
something
run. Like,
for
even
me.
if Content Warning only ended up translating to like 10,000 extra sales on Haste, for example, that is an extra $200,000 that Haste wouldn't have made. And that's not counting any of the extra word of mouth or hype that it brought the studio. Landfall understands that taking a loss in the short run can help to strengthen their community and keep these games alive. Speaking of keeping games alive, Landfall's also been known to make games free after they've been out for a while and
Since
their
I have
lobbies
the
are kind of
energy
dying out.
drink,
We've
I
seen
think I
this with
can
both
make.
Nightfall and Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. Once these games started to struggle
can
to
make,
fill up servers, Landfall made
that
the
law.
decision to make them free to play again in order to help these games alive for a little bit longer. They realized they weren't going to make much more from these games anyways, so why not try and do some community building with them? Plus, for people who already owned and enjoyed the game, it gave them a more enjoyable experience, since all of a sudden they had a bunch more people to play with. This isn't just a win for the players, but also Landfall.
If I
Purely
don't,
because
it's
once
okay,
again,
because I
it
want to
brings
go to
more
sleep.
people, keeps more people inside of their community. That right there is a win for all parties involved. The last and debatably most important strategy that Landfall has is in choosing which specific games they're going to make. And I don't mean this in the way you might think. Landfall clearly does a lot of prototyping for each game to decide which one they plan to make next. I mean, they released Landfall Archives just to show off a bunch of things that they've done over time that they ended up stopping development on. That alone should tell you how many different ideas they're constantly experimenting with behind the scenes. But when deciding which games to actually pursue and take all the way to release, there's one thing that I think they specifically look for. How well can our players market this game for us? Traditional marketing is expensive and, to be honest, not very effective. Listen, I know every single one of you have subconsciously taught yourself how to hit that skip ad button as soon as the 5 seconds are done. So how do you make advertisements that are actually effective and connect with people? They have to be made by everyday people without the intention of them being an ad at all. Do you guys remember the whole Grimace Shake meme? Jake from State Farm?
I don't know if I can make
These
this.
were all completely random things that quickly turned into memes and gave the companies behind these a ridiculous amount of free promotion. Nobody was being paid to make these memes, really. I mean, there might have been a person or two. You know, Jake probably made some money, but actual people at home spread them because they thought they were funny, relatable, or just plain weird. I mean, there was sort of an unspoken competition with the Super Bowl to make the weirdest, craziest ads possible. Because when people themselves start to promote a product, whether or not it's intentional, that product is going to blow up. That's why in recent years, I think we have seen so many companies trying to make these crazy, memeable products It's because they know that spending millions of dollars on advertisements can really only take them so far. So what does this have to do with Landfall? Yes, they have an amazing marketing team and a huge presence on social media like TikTok, but where they excel in is creating experiences that
Some
basically
bullshit
market
for real.
themselves. They have games like Tabs, which give YouTubers nearly unlimited content ideas. You can make hundreds of videos testing out different army setups and never run out of outputs. They have games like Haste, which just looks so cool and fun at first glance that you immediately want to try the game out for yourself. I mean, that game is every single Sonic the Hedgehog fan's dream. And then they have proximity chat-based games like Peak and Content Warning that are entirely designed around creating absolutely insane scenarios
Can't
which
see
blow up on
shit.
social media. I mean, Content Warning literally lets you take the videos that you record in-game and export them to your computer so that you can easily share them on social media. That is just advertising built into the game itself. And Peak is
Okay.
just full of unpredictable items and scenarios, which creates such funny and chaotic
Thank you.
moments for you and your friend. One minute you're screaming, the next minute you're crying from laughter, and all of that gets clipped and put on social media. When people come across those videos where they genuinely see you having fun and having a good time, that connects with them so much more than any traditional commercial could. They're thinking to themselves, hey, that looks really fun. I want to play that with my friends. And that is
can go
exactly the
around here.
reaction that Landfall is chasing for every single title they put out. People are great at figuring out if something is meant to be an ad, but they're also really good at recognizing when people are having genuine fun and they don't want to be left out. In a GDC talk by Nick Popovich from Slime Rancher, he talks about how important it is for your entire game loop to be shown as a GIF.
GIFs are good. They communicate things very quickly, they're a form of artistic expression, and they're very mobile friendly and easily shareable, especially on Twitter. Can your game design fit inside a GIF? Can I get your game in a GIF? Can I see it and can I get it? I might have questions. Questions are fine. But does it answer something? Does it answer something material? That's what you want to be able to execute on in a GIF.
Everything we just talked about that Landfall does applies to this concept. Making your game easily shareable by
Chat, I don't
masses.
think I'm like being entertaining because the video is like taking my like just like stunting my creativity of trying to make this shit entertaining. Honestly, I have nothing entertaining to say anyway. I'm kind of just tired of dying over and over, and I just want this stupid storm to end so that I can try and find a way out of here, which I don't think I can. I don't think this is possible anymore. Where am I supposed to go from here? Oh, cool. Oh, cool, thank God. And it's a cool spot for me to have in case another snowstorm decides to come my way. Exactly, just like that. Dude, these snowstorms are coming every 5 seconds, bro. Chat, I'm not going crazy, am I? I might have to use that Pandora's lunchbox soon because my hunger is getting real heavy. Okay. Gotta wait. Gotta climb. Gotta sprint. Dude, I'm so tired. Ooh, a magic bean. I hope I don't drop it. Wow, I made it to the top. Cool. Now where do I go from here? I thought that was like a part of the mountain. Those are the clouds. Chat, where am I supposed to go now? I'm not that far from the... Oh, are you serious? I think I'm in the fog. That's probably why it's not registering to the game that I've made it to the top. There you go. I was like, dude, I can barely see anything. Barely see anything. Here's how I'm gonna torture you, Pomni. The Merrill Cow method, where I inject molten metal into your bones, boiling you from the inside. Chat, you know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, that shit is just so fun to say. Boiling you from the inside. We made it! Yay! We fucking made it again. I'm gonna use this. Boiling you from the inside. Touch it. Cool. I can throw this away now. I don't really need it. Boiling you from the inside. Oh, I read all of them. They left them behind. Well, guess what, Scoutmaster? Me too. Boiling it from the inside. And we're back in the caldera. If we're lucky, we can do this in 10 minutes. I at least got an achievement. Now we're really gonna be boiling from the inside. I can definitely make that. Or not, or not, or not, or not. Okay, no, I made it. Boiling from the inside. Here's how I'm gonna torture you, Pomni. By injecting molten metal into your bone marrow. Boiling you from the inside. And now I'm gonna get boiled from the inside, aren't I? Ouch. Boiling me from the inside. Boiling me from the inside. I'm just running it, chat. I'm genuinely just tired. The thing about this game is, like, once you've almost reached the peak once and died, the other times don't hurt as much. Boiling me from the inside. Chad, I tried going rock climbing the other day, and dude, that shit is not as easy as this game says it is. I can't make that. I guess I have to. It looks like a gorilla, doesn't it? Oh, no, it's up. Oh, 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 okay, okay. Boiling from the inside, I guess. I am surprised I am still alive. Cool, I'll take that. Hopefully there's food in that one. So I can regain some stamina real quick. There is food. Nice. Magic Bean's gonna be very helpful later. You know, before this game starts boiling me from the inside. Amazing Digital Circus is really good. It's really well made. I definitely recommend anybody who hasn't watched it to watch it. It's very short. It's not yet finished, but it's very short so far. So you definitely have some time to catch up before the next episode comes out. And I feel like the next episode's gonna be really lore heavy from what the other episodes have been building up to. You know, honestly, I always wanted like a successor to Gravity Falls. I did not expect it to be about a purple rabbit, a jester, a ragdoll, pieces of string, fucking mangled from FNAF, and dental hygiene to be its successor. But you know, Gravity Falls is a weird show, so should have expected that. Honestly, I think Kane is in an episode of Gravity Falls actually. Boil me from the inside. Yes. I don't think this is the method. I think I have to go through there. Yeah, that seems more likely. Boiling from the inside. And chat, I think we definitely did that in less than 10 minutes. Oh, fuck. I would have just jinxed myself there. So that was an easy, whatever this part is called, the mantle, I think. Now that we're headed to the kiln. We have a lot of stuff, so that'll be very helpful to me. And hopefully, chat, we can make this the run. Last day of summer, you know? It'd be very fitting. I already have that. I would take that actually. Should I take it over the Pandora? I think I will. Get some food too if I have any food. Take this. We'll put that on. And okay, that scared the shit out of me. think if anti-rope is really good, but I'd rather have this cannon. Boiling from the inside. I'm gonna use this as soon as I see like a spot that I don't think is possible. This marshmallow should give me some extra stamina and heal this hunger that I'm losing. Can't really bring it up, but I'll probably eat this instead, then keep the marshmallow. We are very heavy. Okay, where can we use this thing? Is there like an easy skip I can do? Can't really skip that. That seems possible. That didn't help at all. I think it's best if we just go up some of these. That looks like a optimal route. Ooh, not very optimal, I see. Why isn't this song on Spotify? Ah, man. Chat, I've been trying to put The Blade on Spotify for forever now. It's just not working. I don't know why Spotify just hates me. But I think it's a testament. That I should be boiling from the inside. All I ever wanted was to hear them bitches holler back. Get some money plus respect, and now look, I got all of that. Oof, man, my arms. Let me tell you, Chad, I ain't even work out today. My arms feel sore. From using the TV remote all day to watch YouTube and shit. I'll eat this. That doesn't look optimal, but that looks a little more helpful actually. Boiling me from the inside. Pa 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 da pa pa da pa 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 da pa pa da. Chat, do you all listen to Leve? She just dropped an album. I thought it was really good. I didn't really listen to it, but having it as background music while driving was pretty nice. I swear I saw a way, but I'm not seeing it anymore. I'm kind of scared, so I'm gonna use this. Ah, boiled me from the inside. Of course. Standable. Looks very standable. That looks standable. No, it's not. It's not. Please don't kill me. I did nothing to you. Boil me from the inside, if you will. Okay. I don't really see a way. That looks pretty doable, though. Looks hot, but doable. Gonna chill out over here. This looks very doable. I don't see the top yet, but I believe I'm getting closer. Either that or this place is just boiling me from the inside. It really is just boiling me from the inside, isn't it? Okay, I don't see. Oh my god. I don't see a way out of this. Let's go here. I can go there. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. My dog in the back, she getting antsy because I'm not in the bed yet. Don't worry, Belle. Is that the fucking top? Or is this game just boiling me from the inside? This seems very doable. Gonna get this out. I'm also gonna get this out. And let's feel it out first. If it's doable, it's actually seems kind of doable. It's not doable. See, I wish now I could use this, but actually I'm gonna try it. Ow! Dude, I would have had such a head start too, SMH. No! Can I actually climb it? No. Okay, I'm gonna run it. I'm just gonna run it. I'm just gonna run it. I'm just gonna run it. Boil me from the inside if you have to. Oh, nice. Sweet, 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 sweet. The sweet escape. That's all I'm gonna sing from that song. Because I don't want to get copyrighted. Chat, this might be the run, actually. And we get some food too, that's nice. Now, the question is, what do I do from here? Because I see that, and that's tempting, but I guess if I can't reach that, I can use the anti-rope. I don't want to risk it. Okay, this one I'm gonna risk. Man, dude, we're getting really close, and it's like, it's scary, because this is the first time I'm actually gonna be able to beat this fucking game. And whenever that happens, I feel like I just get fucked over at the end, but it doesn't seem like that's the case right now. This might be the run, chat. It might be it. I think it's telling me to go there. No. Okay. That was fucky. So close. I don't even know how to feel. I don't even know how to feel. I was so close. Chat, I was so close. I was this close. Look, I'm literally like, my icon is bigger than how close that is. Bro, I was about to beat the fucking game. Oh my god, this is the worst one. This is the worst defeat ever, because I could have made that. I definitely could have made that if I just... Dude, I could have made that. Oh my god. so smooth. I was chilling. That would have been the first time I would have fucking beat this game. Like, actually beat this game. Ow. Fuck. Dude. I was so close. I was right there. And like, I fell, but I could have stopped falling, but the fucking game didn't let me stop falling. This is gonna haunt me, chat. This is gonna haunt me. I have school tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to sleep. What the fuck? Dude, look at that shit. This is my worst loss ever. I'm ending the stream. Chat, thanks for watching. Thanks for the 0 people who... Oh, shit. There were some people in this, in the chat. Yo, almost forgot about. Glad to see. Yo, why isn't the Blade? May I please know? It isn't on Spotify because I lost this fucking game. No views, bro. Yeah. I know. Thanks so much for watching, guys. That was peak. That was peak.